Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. Oh, yes, I know this video is late, and tomorrow's video is gonna be late, or one of tomorrow's videos is gonna be late. The point is, we're back with another review of My Hero Academia Vigilantes. And yes, the latest chapter is out, and we finally get to understand a little bit more as to what exactly happened within, basically in those few moments where we're just like, wait, what did Koichi actually do? And we understand basically instantly what exactly is going on here. Koichi is determined to protect Pop, no matter what happens. He knows that even if he leaves for a few seconds to go and get All Might, in that short amount of time, number 6 could do so much damage to Pop, to everyone in this area, that he cannot pull himself to just run, to go get help. He feels within his heart that he has to protect them, no matter what. Basically, as of right now, he is the only one who has actually been able to go toe-to-toe with number 6. And honestly, the reason for it is because of the fact that he has been training. He's been training with the original holder of this quirk. And while it's not necessary, or with people who were taught how to train him for this battle, and the fact is that he was ready. He was actually ready to take this guy down. But we also get to see a lot of other really interesting moments where Koichi would rather give himself up, disappear, so long as Pop gets to live. Even if, well, whether that was a bluff or not, the fact is that he would rather Pop live than him living. And that is insane to think about, that he would go through all of this just for her. Honestly, I don't care exactly what they're going to do with this whole situation moving forward, but the fact is that clearly he loves Pop. That is just a fact. And I honestly am so excited to actually see him telling her, or her telling him, how they feel about each other, because it's honestly going to be one of the most heartwarming parts of this entire series, and I am so excited to see it. But moving on, we get to actually see a little bit of their battle. First off, he puts number 6 off guard, making him think that he's won. But in that brief moment, he instantly rushes off and knocks him into the air fast enough, and then immediately returns, ready to shoot off a blast to take him down once and for all. But he can't. And I know that there's probably going to be something in the future. I don't remember if it actually happened in this chapter, but the point is that number 6 is going to think that this is him being weak. But the fact is that Koichi can't. He's just unable to end the life, or even get close to ending the life, of an actual human being, no matter how evil they are. Which is honestly something that is incredible. I mean, honestly, there are some characters who have hurt Deku so much that if he had his way, he would have ended them then and there. But he didn't, because other people stopped him. And I don't mean that lightly. Honestly, if Deku had the chance, he would have 100% just wiped Overhaul off the face of the earth, let alone some other villains. I mean, honestly, I 100% think that by the end of the series, he is going to wipe all for one, off the face of the earth, making sure that he never comes back. Shigaraki, sure, he's going to keep him alive, but it's more of because he felt that that Shigaraki needed help. But that's it for Deku. If he didn't hear the cry of Shigaraki needing help, then 100% I think that Deku would end Shigaraki the chance that he got. And it would just be over. But on top of that, he probably would end a lot of other villains if they ever hurt him or his friends or his family as much as number 6 hurt Koichi and his friends. It is insane to think about that number 6 has done truly awful things, only really comparable to that of, well, the worst of the worst villains. Maybe Destro or the other guy that I'm currently forgetting what his name is. But for sure, he is on the level of All for One, Overhaul, and many others. And yet, Koichi can't, because he has that person. He has that person who is binding him to this world. Someone who doesn't want him to kill. He has, well, Pop, making sure that he's not going to do something that one day he may regret or could lead him down a path that would absolutely destroy him. The fact is that Koichi is not a hero. Well, pro-hero, as of right now. And if he wanted to actually end this guy, the fact is that more than likely, the cops would have to arrest him. The way that he's been handling it so far has basically meant that Koichi hasn't really broken any strong laws. Basically, you are in the Hero Society of My Hero Academia. If you're just using your quirks for everyday stuff, cops aren't necessarily going to arrest you unless you are a multi-time offender. And sure, it's illegal, but you can get a license to use your quirk in everyday life. And people have. It's just a fact that many people use their quirks for construction or other things that aren't necessarily hero work. But if you use your quirk any way, shape, or form where you hurt someone, and especially if you kill someone using your quirk, 100% you are getting arrested. And that is an important thing for him to realize. If he hurts this man, even though he hates him with all of his heart, and knows that if he doesn't stop him, there will be very big consequences, then he will go to jail. If he, just no matter what it is, if he doesn't stop him, there will be consequences. But if he hurts him in any way, shape, or form, there's going to be other consequences. And the fact is that he will never get to see Pop ever again. Pop will more than likely get off pretty fine if she has to go to trial, because she wasn't in control of her mind when everything was happening. She was being mind controlled. So she'll probably get off fine. But if Koichi hurts this man, hurts this monster, we should say, he would still get arrested and probably end up in jail for a long time and would never get to see Pop again. Or if he does, it's going to be many years down the path, to a point where they both would have had to, she would have had to move on, and he would have to find a new life. The fact is that this is no easy task to do, but he knows in his heart that he cannot let this villain get away. So, what does he do? He stalls him as long as he can. Sure, Koichi could absolutely have rushed off to go get help, but as of right now, as long as he is stalling number 6, keeping him at bay, it means that the pro heroes, the cops, whoever actually has the jurisdiction to actually end this monster, they can actually do their job and arrest him or end him without any other casualties, and Koichi can live out the rest of his days and possibly get his hero license to be a true hero. But as of right now, he has to wait. He has to let the heroes do their thing. So as long as he is keeping number 6 occupied, they can get help. They can bring out the big guns to actually end this monster, to end his reign. That is what it means for Koichi to be a hero right now. To just stall him long enough that the people who are actually able to do something can do something. To a certain degree, it's very similar to what Deku does in the first moments that he and All Might have been around each other. He distracts the villain long enough for a hero to come swooping in and take out the villain once and for all, saving the day by just being an everyday hero and stalling the villain. That is what Koichi needs to be right now. And it's honestly a bit insane to think about. These heroes have so much in common, but in a certain degree, Koichi's journey ends, or could likely end, the way that Deku's began. And soon, a new beginning will happen for Koichi. A new journey, whether it's living out the rest of his life with Pop, or it's, well, becoming a hero full-time, becoming a pro once and for all, and becoming known as the Vigilante of Naruhata, who became a hero. A journey that will more than likely be told in schools many years to come. That is what he will have done. On top of the fact that more than likely Koichi is going to be showing up again in the main series. So it remains to be seen exactly what happens, but I, for one, am super excited to see how Koichi and the rest of the team finish this story, because I'm so excited to see how exactly he finally finishes off this terrible villain and saves the day and becomes the hero that Naruhata needed. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell. If you guys have any thoughts or theories, please make sure to leave them down in the comments below. If you are going to leave a theory, make sure to say theory review somewhere in your comment, and we will talk about it in a future video. Of course, if you guys do want to support the channel even more, then definitely head down to the description and check out all of our links down there, including our social medias, our other channels, and ways they can support us financially, including the merch store, the book, and of course our Patreon, which a big thank you to our current patron, Sheeny. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on!